everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Today I want to show you about a little lab that I'd like you to do at home, and so I thought I'd bring you into my kitchen and have you do it, or I'll do it for you and then you can do it at home. So here's what's going to happen. I'd like you to make a model today of an element from the periodic table. I'm going to do the element fluorine, and I'm going to ask you to do a different element. I'm going to ask you to make sodium, but I need you to make a model of the atom of the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons that are present in the element. So I've got some stuff out. I've got out, so you have to pick something to represent your protons, neutrons, and electrons, and it does not have to be food, but I'm going to use food today. So I've got some Skittles out, and then I've got a container of white chocolate chips and dark chocolate chips. And then I've got a periodic table here as well, and so I'm going to use that. I also have something to write with because I'm going to do a little bit of math to figure out the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons. All right, so I told you I'm going to do the element fluorine. Fluorine symbol's F, and so I'm going to do the element fluorine. I can see, according to my periodic table, that its atomic number is 9. So I'm going to write myself a list. If I know the atomic number is 9 here, so I'm looking at my periodic table up here in the corner, I can see it's 9. So that means that's how many protons it has. And if you remember, that also is how many electrons it has. So 9 and 9. Then, to figure out how many neutrons it has, I look at its mass number here, and I see the mass number is 18.998. Well, that rounds to 19. So I'm going to round that to 19 for neutrons. That's not the number of neutrons. I'm going to round it to 19, and then I subtract off the number of electrons and protons, and I would get the number 10, which means it has 9 protons, 10 neutrons over here, and 9 electrons. Okay, with that, I'm going to make my model. And I'm going to turn my camera down in a moment so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do it on this whiteboard so you can see it easier. So let me turn down my camera so that you can see this. There we go. I dumped a couple out already, and so let's assemble this. So I'm going to choose my Skittles and my white M&Ms to be in my nucleus. I'll have my Skittles be my neutrons and my white chocolate chips be my neutrons, protons and neutrons. And because of that, they're about the same size. And then I'm going to choose these little chocolate chips to be my electrons because they're much smaller and they go around the outside. All right, so let's put in 10 neutrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 neutrons. And then let's add in 9 protons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I've got my 9 protons and 10 neutrons in here. Now this is the nucleus, remember, so I'll push them all in together, and they're about the same size. 10 neutrons, 9 protons. Now, where do electrons go? They go around the outside, and they're smaller, so I've chosen smaller chocolate chips, and I need 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 9 protons, which are my white chocolate chips, 10 neutrons, which are my Skittles, about the same size in the nucleus, and I've got 9 electrons around the outside. So that's a model of my atom for you, and that's what I'd like you to do too. So you make the model, and then get mom or dad, or you take a picture of it, and then go ahead and send me that either by email or go ahead and upload it to Google Classroom to the assignment. And then you can eat if you made it out of edible food, you can eat your atom afterwards. So again, I want you to make sodium. I made fluorine, but I want you to make sodium. So you need to figure out how many protons, neutrons, and electrons in it. Put the protons and neutrons in the center, in the nucleus. They should be about the same size. Put electrons around the outside. Send me a picture or a video or something so I know you did this, and then happy doing it. Now you don't have to use food. You could use toys or balls or whatever you want. So go ahead and search around and see what you can find and make me a model of the element sodium. Have a great day, everybody.